Yo, the pain of inconsistency. The pain of inconsistency. I felt the pain of inconsistency for so many years. And the reason I say this is because it gets really painful. And I don't think I've ever been this open on this channel on any of my social media before. And I want to actually share this with you guys because it's an important lesson of why you must always stay consistent, whether it's relationships, whether it's money, whether it's whatever it is that you're doing. You must stay consistent and you must really, really, really always show up and perform. You must always show up and perform. And I'm actually gonna find this on my phone. Let me know what you guys think of the green and gray combination. I've never had it before, and I thought I'd throw this little lime green here. I think it's a little. I think it's all right. Let me find exactly what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So obviously I know what I want to talk to you guys about, but this will make it that much more of an impactful lesson for you guys because it's a personal experience and it actually comes from, I don't want you guys to see it. So this right here, you guys can see a little bit of it if it focuses. Let me lower the brightness for you guys. There we go. So this right here, I don't want you guys screenshotting it. But this right here is a love letter from my ex. And this is, I got this last year when I turned 21. And this was, obviously we were together at the time, but this, I found this like recently. And if you see my eyes watering, it's not because of this. I actually haven't slept in the last over 24 hours. So, even with these lights on my face, that's why if I'm crying, do you see me crying? Do you see me crying? No, no, no. But my eyes are actually, they've been tweaking all morning. But I found this, and this was actually interesting to me because I was looking for course materials. I was looking for old content, like old screenshots of me growing on TikTok, old content, so that I could add those into the courses that I'm creating for the community that I'm a part of. And I found this, and I was like, dang, because you break up, you delete everything, right? Um, and I'll read you guys some things from this. And the reason the pain of inconsistency, right? The when you start becoming inconsistent in anything, it shows, right? And I'll share with you guys so many things I could have had already, but because of a lack of consistency, they are gone, right? So we'll start with this. I'll read some lines. So let me see. Happy birthday, blah 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 blah. You made it to 21, and then da 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 da. This is my first ever handwritten letter for someone. I'm nervous. Let me see. Let me see. I admire your work ethic, right? Your drive for living lavish. Whether you talk about the future or the business, you get a fire. Whenever you talk about the future or the business, you get a fire in your eyes, a flame, and whenever that flame is lit, you be looking. yo, yo, guys, I want you to know that this is a really, really heartfelt letter from her. And I had somebody else read it. I was like, yo, you could laugh. Obviously I let them laugh because of some of the stuff that was in here. Which is why I'm not reading the entire thing for you guys. But okay, I admire your instincts of whenever you jump into leader mode. I told you how good you look when you were leading. And let me see. Okay, there's no point of me reading the rest to you guys. But she admired so many different things about me at the time. Leadership, me always showing up, me just being like that James Bond version of myself, right? And what ended up happening is, it happens to everyone. You get complacent, you get content, right? And there's a video I made recently which said, don't fall into the trap of what's normal, right? Because a lot of times, what do? Right? most people will, they'll get into a relationship or they'll get the girl, they'll stop hitting the gym every day, they'll stop going hard, right? I made sure not to do that until the end of the relationship, which is when I started getting more stress from the business. And that stress, it for some reason, I was like, man, like, okay, I don't have to go to the gym today. I don't have to wake up early today, right? And I would start to do those little things. Now, I didn't get fat or anything like that, but what ended up happening is what? She notices that, right? And you stop being that leader. You stop being in charge. You stop being that guy, right? And an example, even with content, right? I started video content, like going hard on video content back in 2021 on TikTok. I was so close to 100,000 followers on TikTok, but I let other people's opinions, right? I allowed it to happen. So I let other people's opinions sway what I'm doing. So I stopped posting content, right? Then in 2022, I let other people's opinions sway me again, and I deleted a lot of content, right? And then even with YouTube, I started and stopped. And I think to myself, like, yo, I could have been so much further. Even with the gym, there are days, and I've spent weeks without going to the gym. I've spent months without going to the gym. Imagine I never stopped when I started my fitness journey. I'm not gonna say how much bigger because I'm not after size. I'm after aesthetics. So imagine how much more clean my aesthetics could have looked, right? How much more of a audience I would have had on social media if I didn't stop the consistency, right? Even with that love letter, like the certain qualities about me started to fade. One, I stopped going to the gym. I stopped waking up early. The stress of the business was causing me to not even show up in the relationship as much or in the ways that I should have shown up, right? And it's one of those things where I really want you guys to take this stuff into account, because the more you stop being consistent, the more you start and stop, the further you are pushing your goals and your results back, right? And dude, even me being up for the last 24 hours, right? Like, I could barely keep my eyes open. I could barely keep my eyes open right now, right? And I've been on coffee most of the day. The reason is I didn't want to sleep during the day because I had a lot of work to do. I stayed up all night because I was working, I was writing emails, I was, building funnels and scripting stuff for my clients. And it was a point where I was like, you know what? I'm not tired. I'm not gonna go to sleep. And in the morning, I went to the gym around like four something, and I got to the gym around 5. And if you follow my Instagram, you'll see the post I made about that. And I said to do what you gotta do to get to where you want to be. But a big part of it is consistency. I'm only 22, and I felt dramatic pains from inconsistency, pains of not being where I could have been, right? I'm not going to say I regret those things and regret stopping. I don't regret them, but I do feel the pain of where I could have been and where I should have been by now. But it's because of a lack of consistency and a lack of focus, right? And I know I started this video off slow, so for anybody who got to this part and are enjoying the meat and potatoes, let me know. And I really want you guys to understand, like, even this letter, you might say, why did you keep it? One, I didn't even think about making this video today. I literally thought about this video like 30 minutes ago, right? Another thing I'm doing is making sure I'm dropping a video for you guys every single day. I could batch record it, but I'm making sure that I'm dropping one every single day to keep myself accountable. I want to make sure that I can go 365 days of uploading a solid YouTube video for you guys, right? And seeing how that will snowball over time, right? Maybe I never stop and I post every single day and I just stay consistent with that for 5 years, 10 years of uploading content, right? It's one of those things where it's like things start to snowball positively or negatively, right? And actually, matter of fact, let me see if I can pull this up for you guys. So a huge lesson, and I actually put this in one of the courses, and I'm actually going to share it with you guys so that, one, obviously, you guys can enjoy it, and take the lesson from it, because this is a very, very serious thing for anyone to really start to elevate and remain focused, right? Because you really need to control your mindset. Controlling your mindset is what's going to allow you to truly, truly stay consistent, right? So this should be right here. And this is a lesson from the slight edge. So let me actually share my screen. Perfect. All right. And so it goes. Why do I need the right mindset? So hopefully you guys can see this, right? So you guys don't really need to, read it. I mean, I could zoom in for you guys if you want to read it. Just in case you do want to read it, let me zoom in a little bit more, see what that looks like. Okay, perfect. So why do I need the right mindset? Right, your mindset right now about mindsets is something you've built throughout your life subconsciously. So now that you are aware of that, it's up to you to make the decision to change it for the better. So some of you might be asking, why do all programs talk about mindset? I know you might, this might be your third or fourth program. For some of you, take a look at this from the book called The Slight Edge. So the Slight Edge life paths. You've got easy to do, right, which are simple disciplines made consistently over time. And then you got 5% of success, progressive realization of where the idea, right? Anyways, the main point is this: philosophy, your philosophy around life, your philosophy around mindset, your philosophy around anything, right? That leads to your attitude about things. And your attitude about things leads to your actions, how you're taking actions, and the results, right? So whatever is uncomfortable early will become comfortable later. So me, it's a painful process, more or less, for me to start recording and record for you guys every single day. I could batch record. I've done it before, but I want to build that painful consistency, right? And what's comfortable early becomes uncomfortable later, right? So it's the snowball effect. Your life will start to snowball. You guys can take a screenshot of this and really you can dive deep into it, or you can pick up the book called The Slight Edge. I'm gonna go back to full screen now. So it's the pain of consistency, the pain of inconsistency is so excruciatingly painful. And dude, like even the relationship, like I was looking at the letter, I didn't like, oh, I'm sad and I miss her. It was more of like, obviously I'm thankful for it to happen. I'm thankful of the memories and things like that. Um, but I'm at a point now where like I could say before I was like, damn, like ended and this and that. But now I'm more out of a point more. Now I'm more at a point of, yo, me seeing that letter, I already understood why the breakup happened. I knew that I became inconsistent. And I'm always gonna blame me for anything that happens in my life because I'm in control. Nobody else is in control of me, right? And I was like, damn, that was a whole nother perspective for me. I was laughing and I was enjoying the letter because, and obviously, if you've never gotten a love letter, dude, I don't know what to tell you. It's pretty good. It's amazing. It's a good feeling. And to continue with that though, it's like I read the letter and I was like, yo, why were you why did you get complacent? Why did you stop being consistent? Why did you stop showing up every day for your content, for your business, for your team, for your body, for your physique, for your followers, for your subscribers? Why did you stop showing up? And it got me thinking these last couple of days. I think I discovered it this week, if not last week. I found it. Yeah, pretty sure it was like a couple of days ago. And I'm just like, yo, Duno, never again. Never lose track of showing up again. The more you continue to show up, the more you're going to win. The more your life, like the slight edge, the more it's going to compound positively, right? And dude, even with the relationship, like I've never had, I'll say, a bad breakup. It was just more of a like, damn, it's over now, right? I've never been the like some guys get really crazy about breakups. Um, and you know, it gets tough. But just like the last couple episodes or last couple videos I've made, you got to become cold and you got to pursue the things that you want with all of your heart and push and push and push, showing up every day. Because the pain of inconsistency is like the pain of regret. It's like the pain of a loss. You absolutely must hate losing more than you love winning. You need to be relentless about these things because it gets tough. The pain of inconsistency, the pain of inconsistency is tough because you'll wonder what could have happened, where you could have been, what you could have had. The pain of inconsistency is real and it's painful, but it's you. You're in charge. You're the one who's inconsistent. You're the one who stopped showing up. You're the one who stopped performing every day. You must perform and you must get up even when you don't want to. You must go to the gym even when you don't want to. You have to get things done. You have to show up every day for yourself, for your team, for your family, for your kids, for your wife. If you're not understanding, and I mean, obviously, I'm speaking to the guys that are reaching for the top, the guys that want to be the best, the guys that are after exceptional, like they want to be exceptional. You want the you want the best, the lavish things, you know? What she was saying in the letter, you know? Let me and obviously you guys can see that I'm pretty cocky, right? But when she said, let me see. You guys are probably clicking off this video, seeing me get like this. Where's it? 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 Whenever you talk about the future of the business, you get a fire in your eyes and a flame. I admire your work ethic and your drive for living lavish. I admire your work ethic and your drive for living lavish. And I'm going to say this on this channel. I'm going to say this now. I'm going to win. And I'm going to win big. You could call me cocky. You could call me arrogant. You got to get emotional about your goals. You got to get emotional about your goals. Because the pain of inconsistency, man, oh man, oh man. The pain of inconsistency is not it. I think about the money I could have had by now if I stayed consistent. And it makes me angry. Like I was about to curse just now. And it makes me angry. The people that I've allowed to take advantage of me in certain negotiations. Right? Because I wasn't showing up with the right mental frame all the time. Right? So it's things like that where I'm starting to wire in my diet so that my brain is always sharp. How bad do you want to win? How much do your goals mean to you? Do you truly want to win? Do you truly want to get to your goals? Do you? And like I always tell you guys, a big portion of the content I'm creating is me talking to myself. It's me documenting for me in the future. And it's me speaking to my younger self as much as I'm speaking to you guys. You have to get emotional about your goals. And you have to use those emotions. Because that's how you're going to win. And that's how you're going to win big. It's like yesterday's video. You need to relentlessly always be aiming to enhance your leverage and the authority that you have and the status that you have amongst your peers, amongst your coworkers, amongst your family, amongst your friends, employees, business partners, everything. How bad do you want to win? How bad do you want to win? Because it's a game until you die. And you must continue to play that game. You've had countless opportunities to change, countless opportunities to stay consistent. But you let the inner bitch inside of you win. I've let him win plenty of times, but no more. You have to get just so purely angry that you're not where you want to be yet. And don't let anybody tell you that it's not healthy, it's not good, it's not this, it's not that. It's like, F those people, bro. What do they know? What do they know about your goals? What do they know about the things that you want? Some people can teach and speak from experience. Some people are just making sure that you don't get hurt by not reaching your goals because they were hurt by not reaching their goals. Don't let them knock down your ambitions. Don't let them knock down your goals. Don't let them knock down the things that you want. Get so emotional about everything that you want. Yo, I literally, like, this has like, I'm not going to say it's become a source of motivation, but this letter right here, it was a reminder that I needed. I admire your work ethic and your drive for living lavish. I admire your instincts when you jump into leader mode. Man, and you guys may wonder, like, why you've never gotten a love letter. I've built the person that I am now from scratch. How I talk, how I walk, how I look, how I dress, how I sound, my tonality. But I know I'm not there yet. This is version 22 of Duno. So who knows what Duno at 25, version 25, update number 25, update 30, update 35, update 40 of Duno is going to look like. How he's going to talk, how he's going to sound, how he's going to dress, what kind of car he has, what kind of lifestyle is he living, who's around him, why are they around him, who's no longer around him, why are they no longer around him. And I'll tell you, I've worked for free. I've done a lot of, I've accepted a lot of shitty deals. But I've accepted it because I know, regardless of what happens with the deal, I'm going to win regardless. Whether I make money, whether I don't make money, the experience that I gain, the painful lessons that I gain, the people who owe me money, the contracts that are unfulfilled, the rejections. I tell you guys to make it a point to speak to at least 2 girls a day, right? If you're a guy who can't talk to girls, right? But and that's not the point of the channel, but I say that because the rejections are important. They turn you into a man as long as you don't chicken out, right? I'm about to make a joke, and I don't even know if it's appropriate for this channel, but like your standards for the women that you get with need to be up. Mine are high, and they've gotten higher ever since the last breakup, right? Like I've never been with a girl that wasn't attractive. That's just me. Like that's just me. Um, I know I don't knock the guys that do it. You know, do what you got to do. I'm not that guy who's just gonna go with any girl. Um, which is the reason why I got the love letter too, right? Duh. Um, but you guys need to understand your goals are your goals for a reason. How emotional do you get about your goals? How emotional will you get about your goals? And I know this video is a little bit long-winded for some of you that have probably clicked off already. But anyone who's watched this far, who's still watching, I admire your patience. Because unlike those people who already clicked off, you know what you want. You probably understand everything I'm feeling right now. The anger. It's important. If you want to be exceptional, it's important. It's extremely important. I think I'm going to cut this video here. Leave your comments down below. Any questions that you have, you know where to find me. Make sure to hit that subscribe as well. Or not. Up to you. If you want more videos like this, you already know what to do. So many more lessons for me to share with you guys. I'll probably start to get a little bit more personal so that you guys can see why I'm this way, why I speak this way, and why I'm going to win. A lot of these videos are for future me to use as highlight reels. I'll see you guys on the next one.